Welcome to another episode of Core Discussions. I'm Legacy.
And I'm Max.
I'm Bobby.
I'm Jay.
All right, and we're here with another episode of our Core Top 10s. Woo!
I'm saying some of y'all probably got some stupid opinions.
Oh, someone's gonna be mad at mine. I guarantee it. Oh, well, Philip's gonna irritate me. I know for a fact I'm one of them.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that. So, but luckily we get that out the way early, probably.
Don't worry, Joe. I think I got one that's going to irritate you as well, but you probably know which cartoon that is.
You and Max probably had the same one.
So today we are going to be doing top 10 overrated cartoons. And as we've clarified before, a cartoon we're looking at stuff that's mostly made in America, not animes. All right. So gentlemen, are we ready?
I'm ready to be offended by some of y'all's choices. Yes.
You're always offended.
I'm never offended.
I'm gonna say this time this is probably one of my more least controversial lists.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, because most of my controversial, like when I do these top 10 overrated, like I had just Chris Jericho as my number one. I had another one where, like, I feel this is one of my calmer lists. If I don't,
we'll find out. We'll find out.
Besides an obvious choice of yours,
there's one that you all already know, but like, there's not going to be any shockers besides. I feel this is a calmer list for me.
Max and Jake, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah,
Now, some of you all, we have some fighting words. All right, we had a total of 25 TV shows that made the list. Also, no TV show got everybody's vote. Let's start off with our 9th place because there's a two-way tie. We are going to start off with recent show. It comes from Cartoon Network. It was voted on by 3 people: D3, Vitamin J, and myself. It is Foster's Home for Imaginary Children.
For Imaginary Friends.
I did not think that most people would put this on their
I didn't think y'all would vote for it. Well, I found like that blue character. I think his name was Blue. It's super annoying. I said, he's someone you should never root for. He should never be a main character. He's too annoying. And I just never found the show to be. I didn't like the animation. I didn't like the comedy, and I just didn't like anything about it.
No, I don't like the animation style. Like you said, a lot of the characters on the show, at least to me, aren't likable. Blue is really annoying. Sometimes annoying characters can be funny and good, but not with Blue. It's just nothing's memorable about it, honestly.
And went on for a good bit too. How many episodes were there?
But it's like this era of Cartoon Network was really weak because this also had like Flapjack. Now I know a lot of people like Flapjack and Chowder, and they're like okay, but it's still like weaker compared to the Powerhouse and cartoons.
Yep. It ran for 6 seasons and had 79 episodes.
And I would say the era of Cartoon Network with Adventure Time and regular show and Gumball was also better than this era.
I can't really think of a memorable show from this era.
And Steven Universe, people like that. I mean, I'm not too much of a fan, but
yeah, I've just watched it because my brother watched it, and I like saw it multiple times, and I was like, "Is this really like a popular show?" And then I looked on, and it's like actually a pretty popular show, and I was like, "How?
Yeah.
Things like not entertaining at all." Like I watched it several times. Every time I was like, "Yeah, this is not good." Because also I feel like this is a show that tries to be a little more edgier. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, it's just not for me. Like it's supposed to be for kids, not for me, but it still just doesn't work.
I say, if you're a fan of the show, tell me one good thing about it. That's all I ask.
Nothing much is there. All right, we're going to go into our next overrated cartoon. This one's going to be a little more controversial. It also tied for 9th place with 9 points. It was voted on by one person, Vitamin J. It was a cartoon that we've talked about before, and we explained it started in December 6, 2002 was its original release. It involves several kids in number 1, 2, 3, all the way from number 1 to number 5 that work for a secret spy organization. It is Kids Next Door.
I'm surprised.
I thought it was okay at best.
get into the show, and I even tried watching it recently, and I just can't. It does not do it for me.
Look, I gotta respect my bald brother, number one. I gotta respect him. It's brave being a bald and being a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Same
Poor
as mine.
thing. Not fair. I forget which one. The one that had the orange hoodie. I found that character to be the most annoying.
Oh, that was number
That
4.
four?
Number 4.
Yeah, he was the most annoying.
Yeah, they
Oh,
tried
I
to
was-
make him like the fight guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't really. I'll agree that one could have been like that wasn't one of their better characters. But I felt from a standpoint, I like the theme, the plot of kids that are spies
Yeah.
against the which would be their natural enemies. All their enemies except for the delightful children from down the lane were pretty much adults. I love the movie at the end
There's like
that kind
decent.
of was the season finale and also explained a lot of like fact that number one's dad was an original member, was a former member of the Kids Next Door.
Now I know I'm probably basing way too much of my childhood feelings on it, but when this show came on, I remember being irritated that it was taking up space on Cartoon Fridays because I was like, this could go to like Dexter's Lab or something. I just could not care for the show.
It was a good show. It's still a good show. You have number one, who's the leader. Number two, who's kind of the bigger kid, kind of a little goofy and all of that. Number one also has a girlfriend. Number three, who's like the fighter who always wants to fight. No, number three was the Asian.
the one in the green sweater. Yep.
And then number four was the fighter. Number five was like the cool one. And even all the people they had, the pirate candy dude. I love the show. I enjoyed the show. I loved it because, again, like I said, this was one of the last years they did that. You vote for the premiere, and this was my vote for the show. I loved it, but so what? So belongs. All right.
He said at him.
I mean, that's his opinion. I mean,
yeah, it's a correct opinion.
I disagree with it.
Whatever.
Ooh.
Speaking of disagreements, we're going to go into our number 8. This is a show we've talked about before. It came in with 10 points, was voted on only by myself, my number one. We discussed this show before. It is SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
I mean, I've had this argument with you so many times. I mean,
yeah, I don't know if we need to hit it much. We kind of hit it before.
Well, explain to people that might not know you why you don't like the show.
Okay, so sometimes with my overrated list, if you've seen the previous ones, usually it's something that I still think is good, but I just think the level it's put at is just way beyond what there are. Like when I put Chris Jericho as my most overrated wrestler. I put Friends as one of my most overrated show. I still think the quality and good. It's just what they're called. This show, I just do not like. I've never liked it. Even when I was a kid, I thought it was stupid. It has a total of a couple good episodes to me. I will give you the Bubble Bowl episode. It's amazing. The one where SpongeBob and Plankton become friends, or Plankton fakes to be SpongeBob's friends to get the Krabby Patty recipe. I think it's pretty funny. Mainly,
The cursing episode makes me laugh.
I will at least give
all
them
all of them.
I will.
No, I won't go that far.
I will give them the songs. The songs are very good in it, and it probably has like a total of 5 good episodes. That one, SpongeBob rips his pants, is pretty funny and all. But like for the most part, I think it's a stupid show. I think
I have good episodes.
SpongeBob and Patrick are just so dumb. It's not funny. It's just it's irate and horrible.
It's hilarious.
The show is so inappropriate for it's a kid show, but it's very inappropriate. I'm sorry to be that person, but it's like massively really. Some of this stuff is okay, and I get maybe that part's just for adults. Mr. Krabs one dimensional. Plankton is probably one of the more interesting characters of it. Squidward.
Who's the best character
Who
in the
cares?
whole series?
Who kind of cares? Okay, he's stuck up. Okay, that's pretty much it. The whole SpongeBob can't drive. How long do we have to do that gag? It's only funny for so long. I think the story's horrible. The characters go nowhere, and the plot goes nothing. They're the same characters they were. There's no changing in them, and there's nothing redeemable about it. I think the show's stupid.
We did best cartoons, right? And that made the list.
Yes.
Obviously, that made the list.
Mhm.
No,
So
I will. No,
it's on the
I will
best and
give you.
most overrated list. Interesting.
Yes.
So I will give you this. When the creators Hillenberg left the show, the quality took a massive nosedive.
But then he came
And
back,
then
and it was good
yeah,
for
then
a
he came
bit.
back. It got better. Then unfortunately he passed away,
Rest in peace.
and now I have no idea how I'm bothered watching any new episodes.
It's amazing that it's
Yeah.
still going on. In all honesty,
And
True,
these
but
shows go on too long.
they
if you
want to
have
compete
if
with The
you have a
Simpsons.
if you have a staple, it just can do it. And I agree with you. I think a lot of shows want to compete with The Simpsons. Also, the fact that you all think it's one of the best
One of the
Nicktoons
best.
shows,
Oh,
which
absolutely,
It is.
absolutely,
which
absolutely.
Nickelodeon
It's the
has
best
quality
Nicktoon, actually.
shows,
The best Nicktoon.
quality shows.
Yeah, it might be the best.
Oh,
It
the
starts and
best.
ends with SpongeBob.
We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this.
It starts
We're
and
not.
ends with SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is nowhere. Like I said, he's not even top 15 Nickelodeon show.
Dude,
You can at me. You can at
utter.
me.
Like, I'm
You're
going to
capping.
curse. That's
You're
such
capping.
utter bullshit. That's such utter bullshit.
That is fact. That is
Yeah, as the kids would say, that's cap.
not an
I
opinion. That's
demand
fact.
you list 15 cartoons right now.
Right now. Better than
Nicktoons.
Nicktoons. Time. We ready?
People as told by Ginger.
No, because you're going to say some dumb
You
stuff.
better not say it's told by Ginger.
That was better than it. I
Oh
will
my
tell you that
God.
right there. I will tell you right now. Yeah, truth. That was better. And as a Nickelodeon fan and espionado, especially in that time, that loved Nickelodeon, that was one of their misses. I'm sorry, that was a miss. Huge miss for me.
Harsh.
A mess.
Huge miss. And this is the same network. It gave me Angry Beavers, which was great. Doug, Hey Arnold, which was amazing. Rugrats, which was really good.
Cat Dog.
At that time was giving me quality shows. I was a staunch watcher. That show, I was like, nope, missed
No,
it.
that's a good
This
cast.
is actually once that show started more taking over, I'm pretty sure is when I started watching Cartoon Network more. It might have been coincidental because I also got Cartoon Network, but I just was like, Cartoon Network's got some better ones. I saw Ed, Edd and Eddy, Johnny Bravo. I was like, why the heck am I watching
I mean, we can
Nickelodeon?
all agree that Cartoon Network has the better crop of cartoons.
All right, cool. We'll go into our number 7. It was voted on by 2 people. It came in with 11 points. It was Vitamin J and Max voted for it is Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest.
I honestly overlooked that one.
Do you think you can name me many more boring cartoons than this?
It's so boring.
I bet you can't name 5.
No, honestly, I totally forgot about the show even existing. That might be a testament to the boringness of it.
I would
Yeah.
like, every single time this aired, I would have to change the channel because it was just too.
Mhm.
I could not do it.
To be honest, I watched one episode and just never cared to watch it again. That's
And
why
this
it's not on my list.
And we're kids who actually liked watching Jabberjaw, so we chose that.
Yeah,
but
so
we're like, no, I can't.
We didn't make good decisions, and we still tapped out of Johnny Quest. They even brought Johnny Quest back, and it still sucked.
It's not working.
It's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even go at length of it because I mean, I don't want to put people to sleep talking about this thing.
Yeah, well, it's funny because it used to be on like when they used to do like those little like fun with the showing you the different cartoons. Johnny Quest would always come up, and like one day I was like, oh, let me watch it, and I saw an episode. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
And it was a little bit racist to the that one guy. I forget his name, Sanjay or something.
I will also say, not to completely defend it, but it was made in 1965. So
Oh, I know.
yeah,
I think they brought it back in the 80s.
Haji is apparently the name.
Haji.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure the one they showed was usually the 60s version.
Yeah, it might have been the 60s.
Yeah, they brought it back in like the 90s, but
Yeah.
I don't know how long that.
I think it was like the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest or something like that.
Yeah, they
the
did bring it
Real
back.
or New Adventure or something. I don't know.
But I didn't. I mean, but did any of you care enough to even watch?
No,
it?
I've never watched one episode of that.
No. Could not care less.
The best thing you can say about Johnny Quest is that it inspired the Venture Bros.
Yes, and that was obviously fantastic.
There you go.
That was
Your
good.
mistake. Someone improved your formula.
The coolest thing was probably its name. We'll say
Yeah, the name's good. The name's good.
Name's fine. You can make a fun kids show out of it.
That's why I think as a kid we gave it. That's why as a kid we gave it a chance. You're like Johnny Quest. That's pretty cool, right? That's a cool name. This must be a cool show. It's not.
Yeah. Well, and the idea kind of sounded cool, but it's like, never mind. You actually put this in motion. Nope.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're gonna go into our 6th place. Coming in with 13 points, 2 people voted for this. It was Vitamin J and Max.
Jeez.
This show was probably one of the shows that I watched towards my end of Nickelodeon watching. And I still think this was still in its prime Nickelodeon time. It taught me about a lot of action sports, the word shoobies, and it is about 4 kids, a brother, a sister, and their 2 buddies as they adventured through Hawaii while doing different action sports. Cool man named Tito who taught us many lessons, taught us many Hawaiian lessons. Their father, Raymundo, fun friends like Squid, Twister, Reggie, and Otto, and with an awesome theme song. It is "We're Riders on a Mission." It's Rocket Power.
We are riders on a mission, action kids in fun condition, prepare to count down rocket power.
Can't believe you all put this on.
Terrible. I hated like everything about the show. The dialogue, the storylines they did, the freaking like handshake thing they did.
Woogity woogity woogity.
I hated it.
So you're triggering me right now.
I liked one character. I don't know if it was the dad or the uncle, the one who had an episode about doing the stink eye. I forget who was. I liked the one character.
Tito, I'm pretty sure.
Tito.
I didn't really care about stuff like skateboarding when I was a kid when I watched it.
Yeah, lame. Skateboarding, rollerblading, hockey.
Especially with the Nicktoons that were on at that time, it was just clearly inferior.
Surfing. They had an episode when they went to Australia. I learned about that like weird peanut butter thing they have. Forgot what it was. What's it called? Learned about that. A lot of the action sports they do there. I mean, come on. I mean, it was over the top with the fact that these kids were good at like every action sports, but whatever. It's a cartoon. Yeah. Who cares? But it was cool. It was fun. It was kind of different. More about just sports and hanging out. Also living in Hawaii.
Okay, cool.
I don't even know people even rated it properly, so I don't even think people even rated it.
From what I've seen, that's how I debated online whether Rocket Power is good or not.
I can see it worked or didn't. Like now, I will say Rocket Power is definitely one of the worst Nickelodeon shows.
If we ever did a tier list, it would be bottom.
Yeah, I think it was still in like the good era because it started in '99, where I still was like watching Nickelodeon, and this was probably one of the last like new shows that I really got into of Nickelodeon. So I think it was still very good. I just like they showed me different, like there was a lot of sports I kind of learned about that I didn't know about. Now they did actually I missed the last season because they did one about their mom because you didn't know about their mom. Then they did a later season about their mom and stuff. I missed that. I think I tuned out at that point. They did love hockey. They did love skateboarding.
They also tried to be like too cool, and I found that irritating. I found that really irritating.
No, you're not that cool. You're simply not.
That was kind of the point. They're trying to be cool, but I don't like it. Yeah, man, it was a good show. And then,
it wasn't, but
it made the list. So.